What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Goa-trance, and we're going to listen to some old school Goa, and indeed we're going to listen to some acid-Goa from Choci's Chewns sub-label Celtic. This is a really cool label. I have I want to say maybe a half dozen or so Celtic records. It's all acid-driven Goa. It's like the acid flavor of the Goa sound, emphasized and extended. So yeah, I really enjoy the label. Maybe my favorite track on the whole label is Micronesia by Shnootz and Moonweed, and indeed we're going to listen to a track by Moonweed by himself here. It's Jamie Graham, I believe is the name. I first heard his work as part of a compilation called Goa Spirit. Eventually there was Goa Spirit 2, which is actually a double CD. I think there were ones after that, but Goa Spirit 1, or just Goa Spirit, and Goa Spirit 2 were the ones I had. And yeah, I've heard a track he did called Telepath, which I do have the vinyl for, which has the normal version and a remix, which it doesn't say who does the remix, so I believe they're both by Moonweed, just, you know, two different versions of the same track. But that was my introduction. That one is a very old school, kind of acid-heavy Goa track, and this release is more of the same. We're going to listen to the tune It Happens, and this is actually a request. Shout out to Tassos, again, a guy I talked to about all sorts of music and other things. And he mentioned that this is a tune that really set his brain on fire recently. I've used it in a couple mixes that I've posted on my channel within the last 6-7 months. I think it's on 2 mixes on the channel. One is called I think it's Vast Darkness, and the other one is Encyclopedia Galactica. But the thing is, when I posted those in June, I didn't listen to the mixes as far as I remember. So ultimately, you know, it's not a tune that I've heard within the last year or so. It's been a little bit. So yeah, it'll be nice to reconnect with it. My memory is it has a very kind of rapid sort of staccato kind of acid feel. It's very fast in terms of the frenetic sound of the track. So we'll see if I'm remembering that right. But let's get it. This is Jamie Graham as Moonweed. The track is It Happens, and it's from 1997 on Celtic Records, which once again is one of the Choci's Chewns sub-labels. And I do actually want to mention one little annoying detail. It says on the label here A and B, right? Well, in the run-out grooves, it says A and AA. So I don't mind if you call it AA or if you call it B, but if you're going to call it one or the other, then be consistent and put it both in the groove and on the label, right? Whatever. I guess I'm just a sort of stickler for those little things. But here we go. This is It Happens by Moonweed on Celtic Records, 1997. The acid aliens are sending down their tractor beams and their weapons. That kick drum, fucking hell. I remember the kick was that hard. That's what I was thinking of. It's like someone on a tribal drum. Any time. They're, you know, it's the war of the worlds already. Look local, I think, coming. Very rattly out. Goa-trance, not for the faint of heart. dead pause, drop. Yeah. The alien ship is flying overhead. Acid hurricane might be underselling the point. It's like the aliens' weapons are destroying the entire planet. Like, the surface of the planet is evaporating to space. Having breakdowns which have like a quadruple speed kick roll is crazy. Every human has been destroyed. They're not like, they're gonna take their time. Now it's like psychedelic breakcore. Well, it was nice having a planet before it was destroyed by alien acid-Goa breakcore, but apparently we don't have the Earth anymore. Yeah, I mean, seriously, like, it's just carnage. It's acid, like, hardcore Goa carnage. I mean, honestly, the kick is not only fast, and you know, there's a lot of fast Goa out there, but the thunderous, sort of like heavy stomping nature of the kick drum is a bit atypical for Goa, even like old school Goa, which tends to have a harder kick and heavier bass line than more modern, like, side trains. And not only that, it was, you know, I've said this about a few Rootmaster acid techno tracks where it's almost like the kick drum is like a millisecond behind where it should be, but it gives the track a very particular rhythm, and it's kind of like it's a bit dirtier, it's a bit like, you know, out of frame, like it's a bit, you know, going off the rails. That kick drum felt the same thing, like it's not exactly in the pocket, it's like deliberately like a little bit like, you know, a millisecond behind, so it gives the track an even more frenetic, sort of confusing feel than it already has, with all those acid layers whipping around and sort of the intense, like, frenetic staccato nature of everything. So yeah, acid hurricane, you know, alien destruction from above to the point where the earth like dissipates into a bunch of like fragment, you know, little asteroids. That's the level of the acid carnage that one felt like. So again, really great tune, and you know, there were parts again like that breakbeat sort of breakdown, which followed by the like not full dead pause, but kind of like it gets really quiet, all the air drops out of the tune, and then boom, it drops back in. So moments came back to me during it, but it's definitely one that I hadn't listened to in a while, so that was a really fun journey. So once again, shout out to Tassos. I do appreciate the suggestion. There are some more on the request list that I will be getting to soon, including a couple tracks from the Tracid Tracks label. So yeah, we'll be going through some more acid stuff of different varieties. Do let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.